Hello and welcome to Undroppable, the show where I stake my own sanity and watch the crappiest anime around. Why? So others don't fall into the same trap as I have. Now come as I guide you through the world of shit. So, way back in 2010, Shaft got the rights to animate a manga series called Dance in the Vampire Bund. This was picked up by Funimation for an American release and later by Manga Entertainment for here in the UK. At that time I was still new to the anime world, and it was during my first dive into this new anime season that I happened across this show. Fooled by a synopsis of Underworld and an advertisement picture that far exceeded the quality of the show, I tuned in. Then, months later I finished, the spark in my eye gone, and a deep sympathy for the manga fans, as this couldn't have been how the manga went. Why? Well, let's first introduce our leads. We have Akira, the amnesiac werewolf, and Mina, the lolly vampire queen. And I'm not joking when I say everything about the show is geared towards Mina in her pants. Literally everything. Blu-ray covers, posters, figures, even the opening and ending throw their 2 pence in. Although you can't fault them for showing off their major selling point, it's too bad when you're leader of the vampire world, your choice of clothing is either really silly dresses or your underwear. No casual clothing here, folks. How does it start? Well, we see images of destruction and a supernatural variety show where they're asking, do vampires exist? Personally, I'd be more worried about what the hell caused this damage. Hulk? How is no one worried about this? Well, it is Japan. Having Godzilla attacks daily must desensitise you to weird stuff. As is the norm for this type of show, there's a panel of what you'd call celebrities. There's something wrong with one of them, but which? We have Miss July, the model, a natural historian, a manga artist, an actress, and... Well, who could it be? Then we meet the supposed vampire queen and her boobs of perpetual motion. Or she may just be one of those kids that claim they are for the attention. Then the obvious villain finally gets down to business and transforms to strike fear into the hearts of mortals. Wait, what the hell is that? Well, whatever it was, it's dead now. Then we get to see what the Bund is, an artificial island in Tokyo Bay that she wants as a vampire kingdom. Nice, simple premise, but what the hell is with this episode? As the next one goes into Teen Wolf story, remember him, the main character that hasn't appeared yet? Finally we start the show, but now we focus on Akira and his daily life at school, with all the students now worrying about vampires, and some not wanting to be ones, and some that do, all ending in surprise, some becoming vampires and attacking the other students. Bet you didn't see that one coming. It turns out Mina, however, does know Akira, giving us 2 scenes where she spies on him from a bush, then getting caught and running away crying. And not 2 minutes later, meeting him again, but actually having a conversation. Does she like him or not at this point? I don't know. But then a helicopter attacks them in downtown Tokyo to get that awkward scene out of the way. Gotta love how no one sees this attack chopper firing missiles and gunning after 2 people in the middle of a fucking city. Then, we get treated to a lotion rub down. As with all this new science, vampires can make this gel that lets them go out during the day, but still makes them stick out due to their red piercing eyes and the fact they don't age. And why do they want to go out during the day? It hasn't stopped them secretly running the world. Oh, I see. It's so we can see a lolly being rubbed down in a sexual manner. You know what? I don't see. Fuck this show. Stuff to talk about. Vampire hunters attack. Get beat. Mina goes to school. She built the school. Wait, what? Out of all the schools in Japan, our hero, with amnesia at this point, just happens to be enrolled in the one built by her. And you know what the sickest thing is? He's her bodyguard. She didn't even know where he was, but all she had to do was check her school records, and she'd find him. Not to mention he can't do his job while MIA with amnesia, and the other characters know exactly where he is, and his condition, so they could pick him up at any time. During the middle, we get this part that kinda feels like a chopped up bunch of chapters from the manga, that they threw in due to it being about a girl in her late teens, pining sexually for the 10-year-old neighbour boy. This part does show one of the silliest villains in the show, Hysterica, voiced by Lolly Sundara herself, Rei Kugimiya, appearing like she's channeling Heihachi's eyebrows from the Tekken animated movie. Then, before Hysterica can wear the villain boots for too long, she gets trapped and killed by Mina, and the vampire girl and Shota boy get to be vampires together. Man, I'm gonna need a shower after this show. So we finally meet the three that rule with Mina, and it turns out they're all just a bunch of perverts that literally want Mina's babies. So while Akira is making his way back to Mina to apologise for the millionth time, he's attacked and we get the premise for the last few episodes, which is 3 assassins that have been hired by each of the creepy 3 to hunt and kill Akira, and the one that wins gets Mina in marriage. So 2 out of the 3 get defeated with help from Mei-Ren, who is the 3rd assassin, and she reveals she's a terrifying cat? What the hell? That is fucking stupid. I mean, goddamn, look at the change form, it's an upright cat with dreadlocks, and she's bright yellow. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen done to the werewolf mythos. Perhaps the worst thing to happen to this creature since Twilight. Of course it ends with Akira winning, as even when you're bleeding out from a fatal wound, you're the main character with plot armor that could let you survive a nuclear war. The villains leave and the series ends. What a waste of time that was. If I wanted to watch a silly werewolf vampire love story, I'll stick with Underworld, thank you. And if I want to see silly were things, I'll play the World of Darkness roleplay games. Now that that's over with, I need to cleanse the palate. Training with Hinako? Well, that can't be bad now, can it?